people? We are coming at you live from New Orleans, Grind Central, right? It's a new name. What do y'all think? Great. Anyways, I'm here with the main man, Chris Jones.
We're here, baby.
A.K.A. The Legend.
We're here.
And we wanted to continue pumping out content for you beautiful people because we love you, right? So, in this episode, I want to talk about morning rituals. Do you have a morning ritual? Because a lot of the most successful and productive people do, okay?
Yeah.
So we wanted to talk today about the importance of morning rituals, give you a little bit of a taste of what we do every morning, and just try to empower you and encourage you to develop your own morning ritual so that you can improve the productivity of your daily routine and become more successful. So, Chris, why is the morning routine so important, my friend?
It sets you up for the day ahead. Like this morning, in my own morning routine, mine's simple. I get up in the apartment, I walk around. The first thing I do every single morning, I open my eyes, and I'm grateful for, not being 6 feet under the ground. That's one of my biggest things. And as soon as I wake up every single morning from my bed, my eyes open, and then I put a smile on my face. To me, that takes care of 99.9% of my success throughout the day. I like to get up, and then I like to stroll through the apartment, just like walk through, look down at my car, loving that wrap on the Audi, and just put a smile on my face, go through everything throughout my head when I'm walking around the apartment, high energy, moving my hands all around the place, and just being grateful for everything, friends, family, all the materialistic stuff that, I'm stepping away from now, but anything that brings joy to your life, and you just go through that process and kind of relate back to how hard you've had to work and how many hours you've had to be put in to achieve that stuff. And yeah, we were talking earlier about like Jeff Bezos and the stuff he used to do in an article that I was reading, and it was very simple that he used to just get up, drink his green tea, and then take his dog for a stroll. So even though he's a multi-billionaire, he still does the stuff that you guys would do as well. So it's interesting.
Absolutely. And I think one of the biggest parts of why a morning ritual is so important is that it allows you to start your day off right, right? And Chris and I want to talk a little bit about what we did.
Yeah.
We have established a morning ritual now that Chris is in New Orleans.
Yeah, because it was totally different to what.
Right.
Yeah,
it's
totally different.
So,
and we were talking how refreshing it actually was for me, because you were talking about yoga this morning. I was like, oh, really?
Right.
And then stepping out of my comfort zone.
Right.
And it really, it
was
it
awesome.
took me to a new level. It was, honestly, we'll talk about it now, but when I was like lying down, the stuff we were doing for the yoga stuff, it really kind of opened my eyes. It totally brought a new kind of surface to me. So
right.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
So again, just the importance of a morning ritual. It lets you get off the day, start the day on a strong, positive note, right? Because every day as entrepreneurs, we're getting up, we're grinding. Even if you're not an entrepreneur, you're getting up, you're doing your thing, right? You want to be as strong and powerful and productive as you can.
Yeah.
Every single day, day after day. And so a morning routine allows you to get mentally and physically ready for the day. So what we did today, and what we will continue doing every day, is we woke up, and I do this for 5 to 10 minutes. I journal. I have a little document on my phone, and I journal. Chris, what do you do the first 5 to 10 minutes?
So the first 3 steps, I get up, I walk around the apartment. Again, I'll go through the gratitude things in my head. Sometimes I'll actually say them out loud, like, thanks to my mum for making me that beautiful meal last night.
Yeah.
All that good stuff. And then a real big thing, like we're doing right now, is, I like to wake up, three big pints of water. As soon as I wake up, glug it down, nice and cold water, and then, I'll go about whatever needing to do next. So.
Absolutely. So what we did this morning was we woke up, I hit my quick journal, and then we went downstairs and we did some yoga, okay?
Yes.
And so, like Chris was saying, if you haven't done yoga before, it could be like, really?
Yeah.
Yoga?
Yeah.
Like, what's up with this kind of lame? But no, it's awesome, you guys, because it puts you in such a state of relaxation and mental fortitude that you can just start your day off right. And right afterwards, I was like, Chris, how do you feel? And I remember, dude, you were like, dude, I feel so laser focused right now.
It was.
I was so ready for the day.
It was like it was like a whole barrier of clarity just kind of hit me.
Exactly.
And that's totally new to me. When you said yoga, I was like, How do I tell him politely, because I'm staying in this house that I don't want to do it? And then we went and done it. So no, it was good, and like you know, it puts you in, again when you're, you know, staying with someone and they've got a morning ritual, try to go out with your morning ritual to take on theirs. So
because you never know, you might find something really cool that you like to do.
Yeah.
Right. And
awesome.
so right after that, we went to the local gym, and we hit about, I don't know, 45 minutes to an hour.
Lying. We've done about 2 hours of guns.
No, it's funny, you guys. I woke up today and we were talking about what to go lift, and I was like, hey, Chris, you want to go hit a leg day? Get strong? And he's like, so you're saying you want to hit chest?
So that's chest day, baby.
It's chest day, right?
So we're going to do that.
So
I think 7
chest.
days a week chest.
No, but seriously, guys, make sure to do legs. It's really important.
For sure.
So we got there, we did some chest, did some abs. Got to always do abs. Those are so important,
Put
right?
me through the paces.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, that's going to be sore tomorrow.
Yeah.
So hit some abs, and then we went and hit a quick swim. Because we don't just want to get big, we want to get toned. We want to get our cardio on.
Functional fit, baby.
We went for a little swim, did about, what did we say it was, about half a mile?
Yeah,
Half a
you
mile.
did. I
And,
struggled, I'm going to be honest.
It's alright.
You powered on.
You were lifting way more than I was, so we all have our transformation. So anyways, that's our morning routine. That's what we're gonna keep doing, right?
Yeah.
And I really like the gratitude thing.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
I
that's
still
good.
try to do that in my journaling.
Yeah.
But it's great
Yeah.
that you said that too, because you know when you come at it from just a place of gratitude,
Yeah.
how can anything be bad?
Yeah. I think that's something that unconsciously goes all out throughout my day as well. It just happens. So,
Yeah.
you know, when you go to the toilet, when you go for a nap in the afternoon, there's always something you're always thinking about the stuff that you've, you know, been handed to you because of the work you've put in, or like all the greatness that's come to your life through the hard work and all of that stuff. So, you know, you're always thinking about it. Well, I am definitely.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
So, you know, I guess this whole video is just kind of to encourage you to think about it, right?
Yeah.
Think about a morning routine. Do you have one? If so, let us know. If you don't have one, then I would encourage you to do your own morning routine.
Because everyone's is different.
Right, everyone's just
just like,
yeah, you gotta create
we're
your
not
own.
just saying
Yeah.
follow the 3 steps of me better done.
Yeah, no, that's not all we're saying.
Everything's different.
Exactly, everything's
Like,
different.
Jeff Bezos is different. Mark Zuckerberg's is different.
Right.
Ben's is different to mine, evidently from this morning. You know,
Exactly.
it's all different.
Exactly.
So,
But it's just the point of getting into it and just getting into the routine of doing a morning routine.
yeah, and don't do too much.
Yeah, don't do too much.
Yeah,
You don't have to do
don't
too
do
much.
too much.
I mean, we did a ridiculous amount of physical activity. That's because we're trying to get semi-swole, but also super cut,
So
right?
what was it? Was it 3 hours?
We did about
Ritual.
3 hours of,
Yeah.
of morning
Yeah.
ritual.
But this comes down also to, you know, if you're not an entrepreneur, if you haven't got the free time in the morning to do so, you can either wake up earlier before your job,
Right.
or, you know, if you've got that time, then you can really put in some time in the morning and open up whatever kind of time you want. You know,
Absolutely.
3 hours, 6 hours, whatever it may be. But
Yeah.
if you are in that 9 to 5 and you're working in that workplace, then remember that you're in control of your wake up times. If you're working at 9, get up at 6. If you're working at 10, get up at 8, whatever it is. So,
Right.
yeah.
Absolutely. So, again, highly encourage each and every one of you to do a morning ritual of your own. Start it. And, you know, it might take a little while to figure out what works for you, right? I just happen to start doing yoga in the mornings, and it's awesome, right? And so I'm going to keep doing that and continuously do that. If it didn't work out, if I didn't like it, I would have tried something else, right?
What's the biggest benefit for you for a morning routine?
So the biggest benefit, that's a great question. Thanks for asking that. The biggest benefit for me is getting my day off with a win, right? Starting my day off with a win. I know that if I do my morning ritual, I'm going to be mentally and physically prepared for the day, right? I don't have to worry about going to work out. I don't have to worry about doing my abs, doing my lift, or going to swim. I don't have to worry about journaling, right? I already got that out, right? So, you know, whether it's planning your day or doing some yoga or going to work out, whatever it is for you, do it, right? And do it. So what about you? What's the biggest benefit to you?
I think I really like what JM said. That's what's John's second
John
name?
Michael, yeah.
Yeah, he put a Snapchat, and I think this was really powerful. But and if you're watching, big shout out JM. The biggest thing that he did was he likes to start his day off with a very small win and then build up from minor to major and so on and so on. And the first thing he does was he gets out of bed, then he makes his bed.
Yeah.
He makes his bed. So like that's very, very simple. You know, we're taught that from a very young age, and you know, you can build from there. That's your surface. Then you get out, you make your bed, and you move on to getting a drink of water. It's, you know, I'm all about energy, all about positivity. So you know, if I wake up with someone, or if I'm someone else's house and there's that negative mood, you know, I give them 5 minutes, but then I'm out the door.
Yeah.
You know, to me, it's all about starting the day right. Exactly what you said.
Positivity.
Positive energy. You know, again, this, you know, we're not going to go into that too much now, but being around the right people, i.e. Ben and so on.
Chris.
And, yeah, hang around with the right people, big energy, big positive influence, and then get it moving, baby.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, Chris, was there a time in your life where you did not have a morning routine, and how did that affect your day?
Yeah, that is a very good question. I would say when I was in my kind of bad years with drink and drugs and all of that stuff, what I would do is nothing at all. So I would wake up, I would eat, and then I would go back to bed and I'd watch, you know, series of stupid films and episodes and stuff like that. So, you know, I was very much in a world of escaping the reality. So I went to food, I watched films instead of actually taking on anything or conquering any of my kind of fears. So my morning ritual looked just like the rest of my day. Nothing happened, but consumption of bad food and consumption of stuff on TV. So yeah, so you know, when you really change things around, even the most simplest and smallest of actions can really take you to new heights and new levels. So you know, don't, like you said, don't take it too far straight away. Start very simple. Start with one thing with your morning ritual. Build it up, build it up, build it up, and so on.
Absolutely. And I mean, I pretty recently started doing my journaling and all the yoga stuff. I've been journaling for a couple months now, and it has really made a difference.
Yeah.
But I'd say the biggest thing that I was lacking when I didn't have a morning ritual was any sort of consistency and structure in my day.
I agree.
Right?
Yeah.
Because when you wake up and you know, okay, I want to do this in the beginning of my day, and then I have these things that I need to accomplish.
Yeah.
Okay, now you have a plan. Now you're ready to go.
So would you do that with your journaling? So when you journal, is that coming from your previous day, or is that coming from your thoughts in the morning?
It's both. It's stream of consciousness. So I just spit out whatever I'm thinking.
Okay. Okay.
I usually, if I have any dreams that I remember, I immediately write them down.
Okay, that's cool.
And I've remembered some weird dreams lately, so it's been cool to look back, because I never would have remembered them had I not written them down. So I'll write down my dreams. I'll write down kind of what I was thinking about last night, whatever that may have stuck with me, and then whatever's the most important thing on my mind, I just write it out. That's cool. You know, one thing that does is, and journaling is so important. I would highly encourage you to at least start with it or try that in your morning ritual. Yeah. But the reason that I would recommend journaling so heavily is because it allows you to vent and to talk about all of the things that you want to talk about, right? So, you know, a lot of the times, most of us just want somebody to listen. Yeah. And you know, we may be struggling with problems, and we just want somebody to talk to, right? And so, yeah, it's nice to have somebody to talk to, and you know, you can always reach out to the people that are close to you. Yeah. But to have that journal there every day where you can talk and you can talk about whatever you want. You don't have to sugarcoat anything.
You can express everything.
You can express everything. And what I think is good is you can get all the thoughts of me out. You can get everything, all the me's out, and so you don't have to focus on yourself anymore.
Do you know
You've already done that.
That comes down to, you know, Eminem when he's like in that end rap battle of 8 Mile, and he's spitting everything out. You remember, he's spitting everything out, like all of his thoughts, and then he's left with nothing, and everyone else is kind of speechless. Not that you do this for anyone else but yourself anyway, but when you release all of those thoughts, all your emotions onto a piece of paper that you physically wrote out, then it's just like,
it's awesome.
It's a massive weight comes off your chest. It's like a conversation. It's like a conversation with something you've held in for so long. You know, let's say you've held in something for a year, and I was like, oh, I need to tell something, but it's been so long, I'm afraid. So I go and talk to Ben about this, and after we've spoke, it's out. It's 10 minutes, and then that is the best feeling in the world. It's just like a huge weight's been lifted. So that's exactly what Ben does. He writes it into his journal, and every single day he starts with that release. So that's awesome.
And not only that, but it really clears your mind, right? Because you can just take all of that that knowledge and that input and that info that just all crammed up in there, right?
Yeah.
And you can put it on paper and it's out. It's done. You don't have to worry about it anymore.
That's why I think everyone should have a journal or a personal blog.
Right. Some place to express yourself.
Yeah.
Some place to just get it out.
Yeah.
Because we have so much going through our heads every day,
Yeah.
so much that we're worried about, that we're trying to figure out, we're trying to deal with,
Yeah.
that to put it out there, and whether it be publicly on a blog or privately on your own journal,
Yeah.
it is so moving and it's so powerful, and you truly feel so much better.
Yeah.
And so, I would highly encourage you to at least try journaling.
Yeah.
I would actually say that could be a foundation of your morning ritual, right? But one other thing that I want to talk about is the importance of getting both physical and mental.
Yeah, I agree.
You got to get both physical and mental. What do you think on that, man?
Yeah, I think, like, I don't normally start my day with training, so, me and Ben trained an hour after waking up today.
Yeah.
And, that to me, I normally train at like 1 a.m. in the nights after the hustle station goes down, baby. So it's like,
Wait, the hustle station never goes down,
We're in grind central now.
Grind
But when it comes to
central.
all that physical stuff, I think you've got to, it's 100% physical, it's 100% mental, so you combine them together, and if you start your morning ritual with both of them, then you're definitely going to take your day to the next level as well. So, it's massively important, whether that's cardio, whether that's a walk with a dog, whether that's a jog down the beach, whatever it takes. Get yourself moving, physical-wise, and your mind moving. Yeah, just like, I'm buzzed right now.
Yeah,
I'm still buzzed. It's just like, just put a smile on your face as well. And what was I going to say? I was going to lost it.
Physical, mental, get it out there, whether it's walking the dog.
There was something. I'll come back to it.
Okay, so the reason that I think it's so important to do both physical and mental stuff for your morning ritual is that it gets you in sync, right? Not only is your mind clear and you're focused up, but your body's ready, right? You got all this energy. So now you can focus 100% of yourself on whatever task it is that you're doing, right?
Okay.
So whether it be writing your book, building your business, going to work, whatever it is, if you can hit that and tackle that and give it 150% because you've prepared yourself in the morning, you're going to have much, much, much better results than if you didn't. And that's coming from personal experience. That's coming from, and I would never tell you guys and gals anything that I don't do myself. Yoga kind of taps into both mind and spirit a little bit. And so, if meditation is your thing, go for it, right?
Yeah.
And so, to really get 100% in sync, mind, body, and soul, all that stuff. Combination. That's what's going to help you move forward.
Yeah.
And that's what we're trying to tell you and encourage you to do with your morning ritual is to empower you and give you more tools to be successful.
One massive importance when it comes to morning ritual. Now, if you're not a morning person yourself, don't add extra stress by serving others as soon as you wake up.
Yeah.
Your morning, if you're really focus on perfecting this, then be yourself in the mornings. Take time for yourself.
Yeah.
Don't wake up and solve other people's problems. Be the morning for yourself. I think that's where a lot of people go wrong. They wake up to a lot of messages on Facebook. At least I used to.
Yeah.
I used to get stressed before I even started my day. It felt like I was 12 hours into my day in the first couple of minutes. So make sure you really start with a total kind of mind refreshment, physical and mental, and then build up from there. So really take the morning to yourself. I think that's really important.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I'm really glad you said that. And it's kind of touched on what we were saying earlier. Just get it out there, right? You don't have to worry about other people during your morning ritual.
Yeah.
It's for you. It's all for you, right?
But it worked with what we did this morning.
Exactly.
It was just like
exactly. Yeah. It was cool. Cool. So we did our morning rituals together. Like we did the yoga together. He was spotting me on the bench.
Two plates, baby. Two
plates on both sides. That's what I'm talking about. You just gotta get your lift in. And then we were swimming, doing that thing side by side in the lanes.
Yeah.
And it was cool. It was really cool, right?
If you can do that with with no like, oh, this guy's doing my fucking head in.
Right. You gotta make sure that you have some chemistry.
You gotta be in sync.
You gotta be in sync.
Yeah, I agree.
Be in sync.
I agree, bro.
So, I think that to end it and end this video, I just want to say that all of these things that we're saying are from personal experience. We would never encourage or try to offer any sort of advice or opinion on something that we do not do ourselves.
Yeah.
Right? And so we're doing morning rituals.
Yeah.
We're doing it. We did it this morning. We're going to do it tomorrow.
Every day.
Tuesday, we're going to have to do a revised one because we're getting up at like 4 a.m. to go fishing. But we're going to probably still get up and do yoga.
Yeah.
Right? So we may do the training later, but maybe yoga in the morning, right?
Yeah.
So still some sort of morning ritual, okay? So, again, thank you all so much for watching. This has been another episode.
The first together.
The first together. Hell yeah,
yeah,
brother.
boys.
Let's build a better world together.